Hi Floss Tubers, this is Stitching to Connect Annie. I hope you're having a great day. I think this is my 23rd YouTube. I believe that's correct. And it is October, no, not till tomorrow. September 30th, 29th or 30th. I always have to look at my phone, and my phone's what I'm recording with. It isn't that important. It is September 29th. So I hope you're having a great day. It's a beautiful 68-degree day here in Denver, Colorado. So I think we are actually moving towards fall, which everybody's ready for. Fall, y'all. And I'm going to squeeze this in because excuse me if I'm super giddy or kind of distracted. I'm surrounded by packing and all that kind of stuff. I'm heading to the Northwest tomorrow on a flight to see my son and his wife, who I haven't seen since Thanksgiving of 2019 in Seattle. So I'm very excited. A little more life on the other end, and we'll talk about that. So I'll just jump into stitching. I don't think this is going to be very long today, but you never know. It's only been like 10 days since my last one, so hopefully I will have some fun things to show you. So let's jump right in. I'm going to try to avoid the ring light in my glasses. Let me just, yeah, I need light, I think. Some type of light. Let's try some different shades. I should do this ahead of time, and then I always forget. I think that's good. So I've got a kitty in my window, and we'll move forward. Took some notes. So to start off with, I have a lot of progress. Don't tell me that's not where I thought it was. Who knows? I seem to have so much trouble keeping track of there it is. My Gilmore Girls. I have a lot of progress on my Gilmore Girls. Last time I showed you, I think I had, where's my picture of it? Where is it? Okay. So here's the pattern. It's a full coverage. It's the one that Black Needle Society did, and then we had a virtual retreat, and it was a 4-day retreat, and it was great fun. If you can jump on those virtual retreats with Black Needle Society, they're well worth it. Especially if you like the theme, and I loved the theme because it was Gilmore Girls. And this is how much I got done. So I know I didn't have Copper Boom filled in yet. I've done a lot on the gazebo, a lot. I did the pumpkin. I've started Luke's cup, and I'm super happy with it. And it's, I think I said, it's full coverage. So I'm gonna take my glasses off. I can't handle those circles in my glasses. I just can't. So it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't seem to bother me if I see it in other people's, but when I'm filming myself, it's just so terribly distracting. So we'll go forth, and if I need to put my glasses on to read something, I will. That's me. So that was super fun. I was very excited about that. And then I told you last time I was going to start a fall piece, and I did get that started at Black Needle Society. See, I forget the group's names. StitchCon, which my shirt is. StitchCon 2021 that I went to this summer. I received this in a gift basket that I won as a door prize. It says, let the hunt begin. And it's just a fun stitch with pumpkins, and I was able to grab a piece of fabric that has a lot of modeling in it and some just kind of fun coloring in it. And this is how far I got. So I'm doing the pumpkin. This is a pumpkin here. This is an acorn. And I'm doing the pumpkins in this variegated thread that came with another thing I won, but I decided to use these threads for this project, and I think they're pretty cool. Not a very good presentation here, and they're all flippy floppy, but this one is especially cool. Look at that. That's fun. And put them in my other thing I won, which was in the basket, which is super cool. So I'm enjoying that, and I got a new start. So I'm not really doing this in order of new starts and finishes. I didn't finish anything, so that wasn't an issue. But we're starting off with my whips. So that's a new start, and I worked on this, I'd say one day, a good 3 to 4 hours, I think, on that, and got that much done. So that should go pretty quickly. So I'm excited to have that project. And then I'm going to finish, I'm going to put my other new project whip, the very end of this video, and because I'm doing a spoiler alert right now, and I'll put it in my title too, and that is I got my Forbidden Fibers Halloween box, cross stitch box. And because I'm going to be in the Northwest and I'm going to be gone until the 5th of October, I went ahead and opened it. It's it had little envelopes with, I think it's called 13 days. I think it's called the 13 days. I'll go into more detail at the end, and like I said, if you don't want to see it, I'll give you another spoiler alert so you can turn off the video and not watch it. Otherwise, you'll get I'm going to basically do an unboxing and I got it started, and so that's what my end of my video will be. So that was fun. That was really fun. I kind of did a halt, I will say. I had joined Stitchonomy. Upside down, backwards. I did Stitchonomy, which is every day they release one, and it's a long book, has All Hallows Eve down the spine of the book. And I kind of got installed on this. Everybody has their likes, their dislikes, their what they like to stitch, what appeals to them. And this release, it's fine and nice and everything, but it's more horror than what I relate to. So Michelle at Bendy Stitchy, it started the Halloween, Tiny Modernist Halloween, I believe it, calendar, like 1 through 31 from last year. And she kind of enabled me, and I think I'm going to do that. And I think I'm going to grab one of my, I got a purple and a bright green fabric from StitchCon of Jody's fabrics, and I've been kind of wanting to stitch on her fabrics. So I think I'm going to switch from this, which again, if you like horror and you like a lot of fun, and it's mystery, so you get a new one every day. It's kind of cool. If you like that, then this is a great stitch along. It's just not my taste. And that's what you, that's what you risk when you join a mystery stitch along. Now, I may change my mind. It has some really darling things in it, I will say. So I may use those little motifs or those things from Stitchonomy and some other projects that I might put together. But for now, and to be honest with you, I wasn't crazy. The fabric is fine. I like to stitch on non-crunchy kind of fabric, and this is pretty crunchy. So again, I have no criticism. It's just not my taste, and it's not my style, and it's not my choice right now. And this is all about choices. So for whatever that was worth. Do I feel like I wasted my money? Not in any way, shape, or form. No, because I got some nice thread. I got some fabric I may use down the road for something else. Or I may decide that that fabric's fine too, somewhere down the road. And now I have thread stuck to me, which I'm not sure why. Oh, maybe that was from this. Okay, so those are my starts and my whips that I worked on this week. We're only 10 minutes in, so this is going to be probably half an hour short video. I did have a couple of really fun stitch meetups. I worked on my Gilmore Girl piece with a couple of gals that I met. Well, I think I told you I was going to meet up with someone I had met on the Gilmore Girls virtual retreat. And I did do that on a Sunday. She and I met, and we just had a really nice time. So I think that's going to be a future stitchy friend person. And then we have Colorado Needle. When I went to StitchCon, I put out feelers for people from Colorado. I met a couple of people, but one is way south in Colorado Springs. It's not that far south. My husband goes down there twice a week. It's 45 minutes away. And I haven't reconnected with her. And then I met somebody way, way south that's a few hours away. And if you look back at my review of my StitchCon experience, you'll see that I met this gal, and she actually her cousin is one of my husband's colleagues in the higher education world. So that was super interesting. Talk about a small world. And they've known each other for years. So if we ever go down that direction for his work or just a jaunt down there, it's in La Junta, which is a good ways away. I think it's La Junta. Then I will definitely reconnect with her. And I should reconnect with her and just see if she's ever coming up this way too. But haven't done that. But then then I found out about another group called Colorado. I think it's called Colorado Needleworks Facebook. It's a private group you have to join. It's not hard to join. And they have several meetings a month and just some fun, and I guess they did a virtual retreat this year. I got in too late, and it was kind of conflicted with my the Gilmore Girls virtual retreat. And so I chose not to do that. I think I was too late anyway. It wasn't really even a choice. It wasn't offered to me. But I will definitely keep my eye open for that next year. So anyway, so about a month ago, I met with one of those groups in a library, and we had some good stitchy fun. And then this last week, Saturday, I met two other of the gals, and we had a nice stitchy time. Lovely gals, future stitchy friends. So I've gotten to do a lot of that, and that's kind of fueled my fire for projects and just stitching together and having a fun time. So see, I talked about that. Oh, I wanted to mention the other stitching thing I did. I should grab it. Hold on one second. I think it's in this bag. My kitty's laying on the floor giving herself a bath vigorously. I believe it's once a month, Hawk Hollow project. Pam from, I hope I get this right, In the Land of Good Enough. I think that's her floss tube name and stitch Instagram name. Really wonderful gal who's actually opening her own shop in Massachusetts, I believe. I think that's right. So she's East Coast. Anyway, she has set up a Hawk Hollow Zoom call, if you go to her YouTube channel, again, in the land of, in the land of good enough. She's a bird lover, and she's just delightful. Cutest curly hair. We all don't care for our hair, but I got mine done yesterday for my trip, so I'm freshly cut. It feels really good because she styles it, and then I try to keep the style for a few days before I wash it, and it never looks as good as when she first does it. So I definitely wanted to jump on here today and do this so that I could show off my cut. Anyway, what I was saying is we all covet other people's hair texture and or color or whatever. Anyway, Pam has the cutest curly hair. So all that to say, she runs a Zoom get together. I believe it's once a month. I know it's on a Thursday night. It's 7 o'clock her time, so I always jump on at 5. A couple hours. And if you're working on a Hawk Run Hollow piece, that's what it's about. So, if you know, there's a lot of Hawk Run Hollows. I am doing the shores. I always show this. I'm sure most of you know, but some of you might know. It's called The Shores of Hawk Run Hollow because I'm a beach girl and I like the ocean and I like all things nautical. So I'm doing that one, and I'm working on this one up here, this piece up here. And as I've said before, I was not happy with the choice of fabric that I chose. Crunchy, and the color's good, but it's not exactly what I wanted. And so I ended up deciding I'm going to do that first little box as a pillow or a standalone, because it says light the way, come what may. It's a good saying, and it will stand on its own. And that way I can then find another piece of fabric that I really, really like. And I'll have a quicker finish. I'll actually have a finish, and hopefully a fully finished by next summer, or maybe even spring, who knows, or fall. You could, either a winter. Lighthouses are very important all year round. And I've always had a thing for lighthouses. Every time we go to the shore, the beach, or anywhere, especially on the East Coast, because the lighthouses are so beautiful. Not knocking anywhere else in the world, but they do have beautiful lighthouses. And whenever I go, I take pictures and enjoy them afterwards. So this is how much I've gotten done. I'm doing it in silks, which is the called for. I'm not doing the color. I'm starting to now do the colors, or the called for colors. I had some NPI or other types of silk, Gloriana and Dinky Dyes, and some other silks that I pulled from another project that I have not started. It's on linen, and I still haven't jumped into that pool yet of a beach house that I want to do, and I'll just replace them. But I had some of the colors in it that I thought would work for that, so I pulled those, and then I've been ordering NPI silks. So this is how much I've done, and I was able to get that white there is a seagull and the tops of the waves and some rocks done. So worked for a couple hours with the ladies on that, and that was fun. And the reason I wanted to bring that up, that I want to make that a priority, because I put in my notes, we when Pam did her video this week, she said we had, I hope that's not too noisy, I don't know what kind of truck it makes. I think it's just parking. Oh, it's a landscaping truck. If they start making a lot of noise, I'll have to close my windows. But for now, I'll leave them open. Lost my train of thought. Oh, so Pam said, she said there were 25 people in this Zoom, which is quite a few. Now, I do it on my iPad, so I can only see 9 to 12, I think, people at one time. So I was not aware that there were 25. And that is a lot to manage. So she said, and I don't think there's that many that as often